Hi everyone, it is December 15th, 2012, and if you've quote-unquote been in my living room before, you'll probably notice that it's quite a bit tidier and been rearranged since you were last here almost a year ago. I'm just sitting here while I'm cooking some rice that I'll add some curry to shortly, and thinking of people all over the world right now for a variety of reasons. I know that a lot of people are in very distressed situations right now, particularly in the US right now regarding the school shooting that I think pretty much everyone knows about at this point. I caution everyone to not politicize this too much, because while I do think that some of the backstory to this is a little bit suspect, there is a random element to things like that, and on the two opposing sides, if you had complete police protection in the schools versus total deregulation, I don't think that either one would really totally prevent anything like this from happening. If people are really that off the rails or out of touch with reality, I don't think that really much could stop them. This is more of an issue of defunding healthcare, mental health care initiatives that were in place in the United States and Canada, but lost a lot of their funding, particularly in the late 90s, and partly for good reasons, with a lot of bitter memories of people having lobotomies and things like that, of which I have a few videos from early this year discussing that at a little bit of length. And I also know a lot of people, including in my own family, who seem to be going through a wave of a lot of death and major transition in their family lives. I don't know what's happening right this minute astrologically, but I do know that a lot was going on with Mercury, I believe, in the last couple of months, and there's just quite a bit of instability in the air, and a lot of things that were pretentious or artifice are very quickly being deconstructed at the moment. And so it's nothing to be scared of. We have to just kind of embrace truth as it comes, and when our comforts, whether they be people or institutions, break away, it's better to try to adapt quickly and to make the most of a different phase in how things are done. And I have a couple of things I wanted to show off really quick. The first thing being is, I don't know how well you can see this here, but there's this little Christmas village that was sent to me last year, and then recently this package of lavender from the south of France. And if you've visited my channel, you know Lisa Fallure of Slobomotion and Cute Cat Faith channels, and she has a business in France that is probably going to be going on in some format, but she's scaling down quite a bit by the end of this year And so if there's anything that you would like from France for her to send to you at a small profit to her, I would do it right away. You can find her at cutecatfaith.com or by Googling Lisa Inc., I believe. And then I just wanted to show off this really cool painting that my cousin Deanna did of a Native American girl at I think it was some kind of arts and crafts fair, either in New Mexico or Wyoming, that they saw in their travels not that long ago. Oh, and this I need to watch myself, but this is a DVD compilation, interactive CD of Mother Earth News, which is one of the publications I work for just a few blocks from my house. And really quality stuff that they do. It's worth looking into, and I hope to be with them for a while. But anyway, I just wanted to acknowledge that people are going through some really, really intense transitions right now. And while I think the biggest message is that the kind of prosperity and sense of normalcy that a lot of people had in the 80s and 90s in particular is probably not ever going to return. But that doesn't mean that the things that are happening are bad. Even with some pretty malevolent stuff going on, I think it's almost comical that any kind of toxic things that are deliberately happening, it's comical to me that people think that they can actually rule over the essence of people in total. You can create physiological responses through diet, through environmental things, through deprivation tactics and so forth. But we are immaterial beings more than we are material beings, and if you have done good things with your life, really no one can forever tamper with that legacy or that mark on the environment. So no matter what happens to you, be confident in that. That's kind of the message that's coming through at this point in time. So create economic unions and co-ops in your community, in your network of friends and possibly past business associates, and prevail, because that's the way things are going, and there are a lot of good things happening, but they are not necessarily newsworthy or something that can be capitalized upon by our main media outlets. So don't despair, keep stepping forward, and look for the mark of goodness and our collective history in our environment. The main person I'm thinking of in England will know what I'm talking about. Thanks for watching. Bye.